Hello and welcome. I'm Light and this is my channel. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the incident my mother says that an angel helped her. Now, I need to give a little background. My mother had some mental health issues, but back in the day, they didn't have the diagnosis that they do today. They didn't have a bipolar, they didn't have a schizophrenic, they didn't have psychotic. So, um, she had gone into a mental hospital for a wee vacation, and a priest came to see her and told her that she had multiple personalities. So my mom ran with that. The priest was not a doctor, but she latched onto that. In reality, my father and I agreed decades later that she probably had something like bipolar and maybe psychotic, which is also the diagnosis of another family member of mine. So it would make sense that it could be that. Um, she was unmedicated because they didn't medicate for that back in the day. You could go to a mental hospital and, um, like I said, take a wee vacation and then just be released, or they could put you in a mental institution. And then we've talked here funny about what the mental institutions were like. So none of my family ever had her admitted to a mental institution, which um, was kind of unfortunate for my brother and I, and my dad, for that matter, because those two things, undiagnosed and unmedicated, are make for a rocky and abusive, scary childhood. But here's the story. She says that an angel helped her to not die, and for me to not die, and for my brother to not die. So we owned a mobile home park, and alongside the mobile home park was a freeway. I've talked about this place many, many times about how I was 4, my brother was 2, and we would just go out wandering through the woods, and that was before they tore up all the trees and flattened it and did everything you need to do to make it a mobile home park, because we lived there before that park got started. We lived on the land. So this was still um, about the time that it was mostly just dense wooded area. And my mother was feeling depressed. She didn't have friends really, because it's hard to be friends with somebody in that condition. She wasn't able to speak to her sister or my grandparents about her thoughts, because they were kind of more along the lines of mm, demon possession, evangelicals, and didn't really, they weren't educated on mental illnesses. Nobody was. It was a new thing, even with the FBI. It was just starting to become a thing. So she got into the car, and my brother and I in the back seat. These are the days where there wasn't seatbelts. You didn't use seatbelts. We had a station wagon, so we were even put in the back sometimes just to look out at other people, I guess. You know, that's how it was. Survival of the fittest. But we were in the back seat, and my mom was in the front seat, and I had seen my dad run out. It was paved in front of where we were. There were a few other mobile homes there because they were had already started to rip out the trees. And I saw him run out and stand on the pavement and could tell that he was upset in some manner. Um, but, I was 4. So I really didn't know what was the deal. So because I didn't personally witness what happened, I'm going to tell you what she said. She had pulled up to the highway, it's a highway, and waited until a semi truck came. And when she saw the semi truck, she went to pull out in front of it. And when she tried, she said she saw an angel hovering above the car. That this angel put his hand out towards her, but in a stop sort of a manner, and that the car wouldn't move. And she kept gunning the gas, and the car wouldn't move, and then the truck went by. And then the angel disappeared. When the angel disappeared, my mom put the gas on and pulled out into the highway, and the car was fine. So her belief was that she saw an angel, and the angel saved our lives because she was there to commit suicide and to kill my brother and I at the same time. So, what do you think? Mental illness run rampant, but the car did not go. And I know the car did not go because I was in the car. And so I didn't know she was waiting for a semi or anything, obviously. I wouldn't even known at that age what difference it made, probably. I did not see an angel, but was it a hallucination? What made the car stop running? That's what I'd really like to know. I'd really like to know if her story could be true and an angel did save our lives. Um, so tell me below what you think. Is it possible? Could the mental illness be a completely separate thing from what happened to the car? Not from what she was doing, but from what happened to the car. Could it be? Have you ever seen an angel? Do you think there are angels? Leave your comments below, please. They help my channel to be seen. And I would like to thank Marcus Alvarez for purchasing not one, but 2 pieces of jewelry from me. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am. He has been a faithful, loyal subscriber to our channel for years, almost from the time of me starting it. Very long time. And that means a lot to me. And I consider him a good friend. So, if you choose to buy something from my channel, and I'll put my store, and I'll put the link below, I will mention you here too. I mean, not that that's a great price or anything, but you'll also get a lovely, awesome piece of jewelry. Thank you guys, and good night.